The other day, a friend of mine was just so apologetic, for unburdening on me. And I told her that it actually makes me feel great to be unburdened upon because humans are not just wired to survive for themselves. We are wired to connect and contribute. And when that part of us is active, something good happens in the body. One of the clearest findings comes from a research at the University of Michigan. Individuals who provided support to others in that study, emotionally or practically, they had lower mortality rates over time compared to those who didn't. By the way, their baseline health was controlled, meaning that helping others wasn't just about their health, it predicted better survival, right? Another layer comes from Harvard University. There was a long-running adult development research that showed that people who are socially integrated or engaged in societal contribution are not isolated. They have better cardiovascular health, lower rates of depression, longer life expectancy. And then there's the brain. In the brain, acts of giving and contribution activates reward pathways, especially those involving dopamine and oxytocin. And this creates what researchers sometimes call the helper's high. But beyond the feeling, it reduces stress, lowers inflammation, and supports overall regulation. So what happens when someone lives in isolation and then they're focused only on themselves is the opposite pattern. There's increased stress reactivity, higher inflammation, greater risk of mental health decline because the body interprets isolation as lack of safety. So this is just about being a good person. It's about being in alignment with how the human system was designed. So I think that this should encourage you to build contributions to your society into your lifestyle, not just as an event, but as a habit. Check in on someone regularly, offer help without being asked, share knowledge, share time, your resources, because contribution does not have to be dramatic. It just has to be consistent, something within your power, something you can do. And thriving is not just about what you can accumulate, it's also about what you can give. I love the Bible passage that says it's more blessed to give than to receive, because in the long run, a life that flows outward is often the one that stays strongest inward, and that is both poetic and physically true.